You Can Heal Your Life by Louise. What we think about ourselves becomes the truth for us. I believe that everyone, myself included, is responsible for everything in our life, the best and the worst. Every thought we think is creating our future. Each one of us creates our experiences by our thoughts and our feeling. The thought we think and the word we speak create our experiences. Put it another way, our subconscious mind accepts whatever we choose to believe. They both mean that what I believe about myself and about life becomes true for me. What you choose to think about yourself and about life becomes true for you. And we have unlimited choices about what we think. When we know this, then it makes sense to choose. Everyone is always helpful rather than people are out to get me. It is the way we learn what to think about ourselves and about our world. Now, if you lived with people who were very unhappy, frightened, guilty, or angry, then you learned a lot of negative things about yourself and about your world. I never do anything right, it's my fault. The point of power is in the present moment. What a wonderful thing to realize. How foolish for us to punish ourselves in the present moment because someone hurt us in the long ago past. Whenever we are ill, we need to search our hearts to see who it is we need to forgive. Forgiveness means giving up, letting go. It has nothing to do with condoning behavior. It is just letting the whole thing go. We don't know how to forgive. Overweight is another good example of how we can waste a lot of energy trying to correct a problem that is not the real problem. People often spend years and years fighting fat and are still overweight. They blame all their problems on being overweight. The excessive weight is only an outer effect of a deep inner problem. To me, it is always fear and a need for protection. When we feel frightened or insecure or not good enough, many of us will put an extra weight for protection. So I refuse to focus on excessive weight or on diets. For diets don't work. The only diet that works is a mental diet, dieting from negative thoughts. Blaming is one of the surest way to stay in a problem. In blaming others, we give away our power. Understanding enables us to rise above the issue and take control of our future. Whenever we blame someone else, we are not taking responsibility for ourselves. Whatever I choose to believe becomes true for me. Whatever you choose to believe becomes true for you. Our thoughts can be totally different. Our lives and experiences are totally different. Other thoughts are very useful at the beginning, but as we grow older, they are no longer appropriate. Don't trust strangers may be a good advice for a small child, but for an adult, to continue this belief will only create isolation and loneliness. On the other hand, if we were taught early in the life that the world is a safe place, then we would hold other beliefs. We could easily accept that love is everywhere and people are so friendly and I always have whatever I need. If we want a joyous life, we must think joyous thoughts. If we want a prosperous life, we must think prosperous thoughts. If we want a loving life, we must think loving thoughts. Whatever we send out mentally or verbally will come back to us in like form. The mental work I do now is like cleaning a house. I go through my mental rooms and examine the thoughts and belief in them. Some I love, so I polish and shine them and make them even more useful. Some I notice need replacement or repair and I get around to them as I can. Some are like yesterday's newspaper and old magazines or clothing that's no longer suitable. These I either get away or toss into the trash. If you want to move to another room, you have to get up and move step by step in that direction. Just sitting in your chair and demanding that you be in the other room will not work. It is the same thing. We all want our problem to be over with, but we don't want to do small things that will add up to the solution. Now is the time to acknowledge our responsibility in having creating the situation or condition. I'm not talking about having guilt, not about being a bad person for being where you are. I am saying to acknowledge the power within you that transform out every thought into experience. Be kind to yourself. Begin to love and approve of yourself. Every thought you think and every word you speak is being responded to, and the point of power is in this moment. The thought you are thinking and the words you are declaring at this moment are creating your future. Your mind is a tool you can choose to use any way you wish. Your old thoughts are gone. There is nothing you can do about them except live the experience they caused your current thoughts. The one you are thinking right now is totally under your control. As you learn to control your mind by the conscious choice of thoughts, you align yourself with this power. Forgiveness of ourselves and of others releases us from the past. The Course in Miracles says over and over that forgiveness is the answer to almost everything. Changing my thoughts makes me feel good. I am learning to choose to make today a pleasure to experience. All is well in my world. Think thoughts that makes you happy. Do things that makes you feel good. Be with people who make you feel good. Eat things that make your body feel good. Go at pace that makes you feel good. Give yourself a few minutes every day to sit in quiet meditation. If you are new at meditation, begin with 5 minutes. Sit quietly, observe your breathing, and allow the thoughts to pass gently through your mind. Give them no importance, and they will pass on. It is the nature of the mind to think, so don't try to get rid of thoughts. You could read one of the Norman Cousin book. He cured himself of a fatal disease with laughter.